This is the first time I've ever shot 100 threes with my left hand. I wanted to see what my starting point was at to see where I can improve from. Now I'll give you a little bit of backstory and tell you why I decided to shoot left-handed. So I was watching some NBA players like Roberson, even Dwight Howard, and of course Shaq back in the day when they first created and invented the hack-a-Shaq rule. And it would amaze me to see professional players not be able to hit free throws, a basic 15-foot jump shot. So I decided, why don't I learn to shoot with my left hand, see how long it takes just to become a decent shooter. I don't ever expect Shaquille O'Neal or Roberson or guys like Rondo or etc. to be amazing, prolific Steph Currys, but why can't they just hit some open jump shots, free throws or some open threes, be just decent, right? Not ecstatic, or even Joakim Noah. It can't be that hard, or Ben Simmons, right? So I spent maybe a month, 2 months or so just working on my form, shooting close to the basket, getting my technique down, all one-handed shots. After that time was up, I would step back and shoot maybe some 10, 15 footers, take a dribble here and there, not really working on it crazy, but just kind of getting a feel for it, learning how I'm supposed to shoot with the left hand, how it's supposed to feel, what the form looks like. And it felt good. I felt pretty solid. I was able to hit a few shots consistently here and there. After maybe 2 or 3 months, I was able to step back, jab step a little bit, knock down some 3 balls, and it felt fine. My consistency wasn't the greatest in the world, but it felt good. After maybe like 2 to 3 months or so, I stopped shooting with my left hand only, and I would then start to go back and forth and kind of work more on my right hand again, just so I didn't lose that feel, because of course I was a natural right-handed shooter, so I wanted to keep working on my right hand, and I didn't want to lose my right hand. But I did spend about 2 months of just my left hand only. So for like the next 4 months or so, because I say it took me about 6 months. So for those 6 months, I would shoot with my left hand a ton, but I would shoot with my right hand a ton also. So it wasn't even just religiously working on that left hand. But it did take roughly 6 months till I got a nice, good feel for it, where I could play in a game and shoot lefty if I wanted to, where I could have a shooting competition and beat other left-handed people with my non-dominant hand, or even beat right-handed people. So here, for instance, this is the first time that I've ever actually shot 100. Now, or 100 straight threes in a row. And I didn't even realize the amount of fatigue that set into my body, right? When I shoot 100 right-handed threes, it is easy. It's something that I've done over and over and over again. It's not a hard thing to do. But shooting these lefty, my form started to break down near the end. So my goal only here was to try to stay above 50%. I've never done this before. So I wanted to put this up on YouTube, show you where I'm currently at, and then try to beat this maybe in a week or so. Shoot another 100 lefty threes if I'm working on it here and there, because I want to get above that. Right now I got 50 something with the left, so if I can get upwards to 60-70% from the three-point line with my left hand, I think that's pretty solid, especially considering I'm not a lefty. And this isn't even about me. It's just to prove to you that if you actually take the time to work on your mechanics and shoot the ball correctly and get up quality reps every single day, that you too can be a prolific shooter, or at least decent. And that's all I wanted to be with my left, is just decent. But if I can be prolific, why not? That'd be incredible. So from the start of the video, you'll see that I hit the first 7 out of 10, and then from there it was like 6 out of 10 and some 5s out of 10, even some 3s, and then again I went back and hit some more 7s, and I continued to mess with my form here and there and just kind of feel what really felt good, what I could do better, what I can change with my base, what I can get my flick down, keeping my offhand perfectly on the side, different things like that, where I wanted to see what was going to feel best and how I could shoot the same way every single time. So what I plan to do is I'm going to do my best to try to get up consistently about 100 threes a day with the left hand. I don't have a lot of time to do this, just considering that, as some of you guys know, I do train for about 12 hours a day, right? So I'm training players every single day from like 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. and I don't really get a whole lot of break. But as amazing it is to help those athletes, I still want to continue to put out content for you guys as well, because many of you guys, a lot of the content that I'm putting out is helping, and I'm hearing a lot of good feedback from you guys, whether it be my YouTube videos or my Instagram videos, so I want to continue putting those things out for you. So I'm going to do my best to try to get up about 100 lefty threes a day, see if I can continue to push past the fatigue, keep my form very, very consistent throughout the entire 100, and see if I can push myself up to about 60, 70 makes, or possibly 80. Because I know with my right hand, I'll get up to about like 85. I want to push that up to 90 eventually, get upwards of 95, even closer to 100. But with my lefty, I want to see if I can get at least 70%, and that'd feel awesome. So if I can get up about 100 a day, keep working on my consistency, my form, get up some good form shots, and just learn how to push past the fatigue, I have a strong feeling that I'll be able to get past that 60 mark. Lastly, I just want to give a major shout out to those of you who have your notifications on, and for those of you who got some t-shirts down below on my Teespring. I really appreciate the support, and I'm glad that you guys like those designs, and I'm coming out with a whole bunch of new stuff, so be on the lookout for that. But thank you again, and I really appreciate it. You should cop some for the holidays. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Let's shoot for that 70 mark. I'm hoping to get above 70%. I'll see you guys soon.